Welcome everyone, Simon here from the Wells of Wall Street. Today, topic Harmony One, that is ONE on the exchange. Fantastic protocol project here. We absolutely love Harmony One. We've got massive bags of it. We're staking it as well. We're actually delegating it via a pool. In fact, our friends over at Cheeky Crypto, go and check their channel out and also check out their Harmony One delegation pool, getting fantastic rewards from them. Probably shouldn't promote our channels, but we're all friends here. So guys, let's take a look at a couple of updates. So the Guarda wallet, which is a fantastic wallet if you haven't downloaded it already. How many wallets are out there now? It's crazy. My phone, I think I've got 20 wallets on there now. 20 wallets, okay? Mental. But each one serves its purpose. I have multitude of passwords and all this sort of stuff locked away and hidden and all that stuff just in case. It's driving my mind crazy. But to the point, 1,500 delegators are now staking their Harmony One protocol coins on Guarda. That's absolutely fantastic. Great for the project. Great to continue the development, the improvements of the chain as well. These guys are truly going to be absolutely massive in the years to come for sure. Really looking forward to seeing how that kind of develops over this period of time. And also as well, you can stake them via the Harmony wallets, the One wallets that you can have, like Chrome extensions and things like that. I'm just going to throw out some aspects of like how that's done. I mean, you can use a ledger to help secure those funds across. Of course, you've got mnemonic phrases and things like that, so you can quite easily exchange them from your exchanges into these pools. We'll probably do a video on staking and delegation in a few days time for Harmony One and some others. We have done a couple of staking ones already, but do let us know in the comments below if there's any particular tokens you want some information on how to stake, and we'll definitely cover those 100%. No problem whatsoever. In my anticipation for one, I think like in a few years time, like we're definitely going to be over that kind of like dollar mark for sure. Will that happen this year? It's to be seen, and we will go into the chart in a bit more detail shortly after these couple of updates. But yeah, I think we could push quite easily towards that sort of 70-80 cents in this run. Let us know what you think in the comments below. But I think that's quite achievable. We've obviously hit the recent highs of 22 cents, and even back, I think back in April, was it? Just 22.5, so we kind of matched it almost. So it's a really positive outlook for Harmony One at the moment. Let's go into that in a second. So other update here, which I thought was really cool. EDM, one of my favorite festivals of all time. So this is about the Electric Daisy Carnival. Do you know what? They took this away from our home in UK as well. It used to be a crazy festival. I don't know why it was cancelled. I would go on a bigger run of it, but it was one of my last opportunities to see my hero, Tim Berlin, of course, Avicii, and many other outstanding artists, Eric Prydz and all of that were there. If it's not your thing, so be it, but it's a phenomenal day out, some fantastic entertainment as well, obviously the music, but all the beautiful visuals, the beautiful stage and everything put together. It's such a good feel happy thing. But Harmony One are obviously partnering with these guys, and they're allowing an NFT airdrop. Okay, so you can get involved. I don't think you have to be attending the event itself, but the NFT moment, Electric Daisy Carnival Vegas, they are offering a potential value of around $950 value of an NFT giveaway. Okay, so you just got to do a couple of things. We've obviously got, if you haven't got the Harmony wallet, like I mentioned, go and get that, and there's loads of other things as well, and you might even win some tickets. So Viva Las Vegas. I mean, it's an incredible lineup. I know we're going on a bit of a tangent here, but I've just pulled out some incredible names there. That looks incredibly exciting. So guys, that's a quick update. It's nice to see these kind of projects doing really things out of the box. I think we covered Elron doing something similar in some events across the world actually, in festivals and things, and it's going down really well. People who are interested in crypto, and I've always loved the NFT aspect, that you could go to these events and download NFTs of your favorite artists. It could be like holographic stage things or something that you can keep in your wallets and whatnot. So when you eventually enter lands like Decentraland and other really cool games that will be launched on blockchain in the future, you could take them with you. Let's buy them, sell them, whatever you want to do. But I thought that was pretty cool. Little update to share there as well. So that's kind of covered up a quick update. So nothing else major on the actual platform itself, but I just wanted to show you that these guys just do some other additional things that are quite fun and funky. Let's go into the chart. Before we do, please make sure you like this video, you found it informative, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, and press that notification bell to ensure you get notified of all the awesome videos we have coming your way. Let's go into this. So a couple of observations from the last video that we did. We managed to hit this buy point. I've mentioned on a few other videos, we've got quite good actually in this kind of game in that aspect. It's quite new to me, like from the trading aspect, and I think we've done quite well with that. I wasn't anticipating, as I said in other videos, to come down so quickly. I knew we'd have a retracement because if you remember, we drew this fan and we said we need to keep within this sort of period or this area here to continue the sideways momentum and upwards if we're going to do that. But of course, that didn't occur. We dropped out of that fan literally here, and can you see? That's how close we got to it. It's pretty much bang on, right? It's pretty good. So we've dropped a few days. Of course, we had the Bitcoin, another Bitcoin kind of drop yesterday that kind of affected the whole market. And that's continued through today. However, what I will say is quite positive is that we've drawn ourselves back up here. This provides two observations to my mind. One, Harmony is an absolute powerhouse and it continues to have masses of volume thrown into it constantly, and general belief of the project. And two, it may start finally getting a bit of a switch over that we need. In general, in this trend line actually that we drew in before, we might even start coming back into that and start providing that momentum upwards to that previous all-time high area of around that 22-cent mark. So currently trading around 0.14, 14.3 cents. I'll just call that a bit easier. Knock off the zero. Couple of other things to mention since the 20th of July, where we're around 5 cents, guys. When I was getting Harmony 1 originally, I think I got it for like 1 or 2 cents. We had the parabolic rise to 20 cents. I've got mine in delegation, so I wasn't too bothered. But I'm just trying to think back now how much more I could have accumulated if I sold even at 15 cents and just waited for the drop downs to come back to 5. That's an incredible opportunity to accumulate without having to spend my own money. So now we've done that. We've obviously got this big tail up that we've had since the 20th of July, going from that 5 cents mark up to 22. That's given us about 300, just over 300% growth, which is absolutely phenomenal. But I say this in most videos, take profits along the way. Unless you've got a different strategy, you're just accumulating by buying in drops and doing it that way for maybe a few years time or towards the end of this year. Either strategy is fine. It's down to your own opinion and thoughts and your process, what you're wanting to try and achieve. But either way, it's always good to try and take profits along the way. You never know when the top is, and you might change your mind at some point because it drops so much that it comes into it. But look at this trend line here. We drew this funnel as a momentum passage to say that perhaps by sort of the second week of October, we'd be back at that kind of all-time high period. So it's going to be really interesting how we tail into that. It could arguably be doing that at the end of this week or into the first week of October beforehand, but we just need to get confirmations of being back on track. Like I said, it's really positive today to have retraced down to that 11 cents and now pulled back so far as we're recording to 14. So we can get a close over that period, especially on this line that we have here around 14.1. I think that's really bullish momentum, and it confirms that we've almost got this level nearly as a good support line, which we've attacked a few times in the past, including most recently in August, where we had previous resistance. We're now seeing that as almost a potential support mechanism, which is why we drew that line in previously. So from that top point of 22 down to where we are roughly earlier today, that has been a 49% decrease. So we've just got to consider that that's actually quite a good correction in my opinion, but usually between 30 and 70%. Of course, it could still come back down. We're still in a bearish momentum on the MACD. The selling volume is still picking up in terms of the histogram. The RSI is very much flat at 48. So my opinion on this is that we just got to be cautious over the next 24, 40 hours as to where we're going, because there is an opportunity still. We're in this downward momentum possibly, but today has been positive, and I think if we close above that, we'll get some sideways movement and we'll start tracing back up to here to be more in line with this kind of middle blue line that we've got channeling through here, as a guess kind of estimate that perhaps by the end of the month we'll be back up at the sort of 18 cents, ready to attack that 22 cents, and then let's push it over there, guys. Second week of October, I'm expecting us to hit over that 22 cent mark. Let's get funky about it. Let's get excited about it. let's push it. Weekly, we are 17% down. On the month, however, up 22%, up 139% on the 3 month. We're still down on the 6 month, but bear in mind that does include some elements of the drop since that sort of May time towards June and July. So got to anticipate that. However, year to date, everyone, 3,200 plus % year to date. That is phenomenal progress from Harmony One. Of all those people out there that said Harmony One is terrible, it's not doing anything, once you zoom out, guys, you will be mistaken. We have moved substantially. Look at this, back in January, right? Like I said, I think I was getting mine at like not even 1 cent. It's ridiculous. 1st of January, 0.004. In fact, let's mark that up just for fun and to just prove ourselves right that it has done something. Since January, 5,000% increase in growth. Thank you very much. I'm wrapping up there. That's positive, guys. Let us know what you think about Harmony One. Are you holding Harmony One? Are you staking it? Are you delegating it? Let us know what you're doing, and we'll pull out some of the best answers in the next video. And what we will do is we'll tie in a staking delegating kind of conversation as well, so you can find out how to make rewards, not necessarily in these short-term periods, but something certainly to do in that bear market that we might anticipate for the next year or two. I mean, can you imagine sticking your Harmony One tokens into delegation, just leaving it there for a couple of years, maybe adding to it if you want to on drops and stuff? Think how many you would have in 3 or 4 years time ready for that next run. You haven't even done anything. It's just made it for you. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. So guys, let's see how the next 24, 48 hours go. If we can get some sideways movement and get a close, first of all, if we can get a close on this element that we are at now, just over that 14 cent, this is going to be great news for Harmony One, in my opinion. We might get some sideways movement and then move back up to these areas, back in line with the funnel and back in line with the fan that we drew in as well. So could be seeing that around this region. In fact, I'm going to draw it here. This is where I hope we will be, maybe by the end of the week. If we close below that 14 cent, there could be a tiny bit of trouble, irrespective of the green candle that we've got. Don't be decepted by that. We may start coming back down to test this level again that we drew in previous video at around 12 cents, just in case. We need to get confirmation there potentially, because we only had that 2 touches. We had a load around here, which I thought was the reason why I don't think we would go down that low. We also have it back here as well. And bear in mind, around this area, it completely rejected. It came back down when it was on a bearish mode. So let's just keep this in mind. But we will update you guys at the end of this week on Harmony One. In the meantime, keep safe, have a nice time, enjoy the week. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.